frat boy drugged and assaulted the motorcycle club's leader's 15-year-old niece, then uploaded the footage to his private server, convinced his governor father's influence shielded him from consequences. He couldn't have been more mistaken. Marcus Viper Kane was elbow-deep in the engine of his vintage Indian Chief under the harsh fluorescent lights of the club's garage. Grease smeared his calloused hands, and the scent of oil mixed with the faint tang of rain from an earlier storm. His phone buzzed on a nearby toolbox, shattering the rhythmic clank of his wrench. He wiped his forehead with a rag and answered. "What is it, Ray?" "Uncle Marcus, it's Sarah. She's in the ER at Riverside General. There's a video. It's everywhere." Ray's voice cracked, his usual tough guy tone frayed at the edges. Marcus's stomach dropped like a stone. The wrench slipped from his grip, clattering against the concrete floor. "Video? What the hell are you talking about? I'm on my way." He didn't wait for details. The call ended with Ray's urgent plea. "Hurry. The whole club's coming." The Iron Vipers roared to life. 40 hardened riders, their leather cuts emblazoned with the coiled serpent emblem, thundered out of the compound in a convoy that shook the sleepy town streets. Headlights pierced the night like predator eyes, engines growling in unison. Sirens wailed faintly in the distance, but no cop dared pull over the Vipers, not when Marcus led the pack. They burst into the hospital parking lot, a wall of chrome and fury. Inside, Sarah lay pale and still in a sterile room, for lines snaking into her arm. Ray paced like a caged animal, his face streaked with tears. Dr. Harlan Reyes, a grizzled veteran who owed the club a few favors, pulled Marcus aside in the hallway. "She was at that college mixer last night. Someone spiked her drink, roofies, from the talk screen. They violated her while she was out cold. Filmed the whole thing and leaked it online. It's viral already." The air thickened, heavy with unspoken rage. The Vipers crammed into the corridor, their massive frames casting long shadows. Marcus's voice cut through the silence like a blade. "Who did this?" "Tyler Harlan, son of Governor Harlan. 22, star quarterback at State U. Thinks he's invincible." The name landed like a bomb. Everyone knew Governor Harlan, the slick politician who greased palms from the statehouse to the streets, controlling everything from zoning laws to police budgets. His son was the golden boy, untouchable as Teflon. Sarah stirred an hour later, her eyelids fluttering open to reveal hollow eyes. The first words out of her mouth pierced Marcus like shrapnel. "Uncle, kids at school are texting me links. They all saw. I can't face this." She curled into a ball, sobs racking her fragile frame. Marcus knelt by the bed, his massive hand gentle on her shoulder. "You're stronger than this, kiddo. We're family. But that bastard, he's done." Sarah grabbed his sleeve, desperation in her whisper. "Don't go vigilante, Marcus. They'll lock you up forever." He pressed a kiss to her hair, his jaw set like granite. "No vigilante stuff. This'll be clean. Precise. Like a Viper strike." By midnight, the Iron Vipers clubhouse, a fortified warehouse on the city's edge, hummed with barely contained fury. The long oak table in the meeting room, scarred from years of church, was ringed by every patch holder. Smoke curled from cigarettes, and whiskey bottles passed hand to hand. Marcus stood at the head, his Viper patch gleaming under the dim bulbs. The law's in Harlan's pocket. Judges de-ace the works. "We go at this our way, smart, no traces." Big Mike, the club's enforcer with fists like sledgehammers, slammed his palm down. "Say the word, boss. We roll out now." Marcus held up a hand. "First, intel. Calling Ghost." Ghost, real name Elena Vargas, the Viper's resident tech wizard and a former cybercrimes cop turned rogue, disappeared in her setup. 3 monitors, tangled cables, and a wall of hard drives. An hour ticked by intense silence before she emerged, her face ashen. "Marcus, it's worse than we thought. Tyler's got a vault, 52 files. Girls from high schools, sororities, even a few runaways. All drugged, all filmed without consent. He's been at it since freshman year, trading clips with his frat bros like Pokemon cards." The room erupted in growls, chairs scraping back. Ghost raised her voice. "And the messages," Tyler bragged, Bagged a biker chick, 15 and fresh. Pops will squash any heat, like always. But here's the kicker. Governor Harlan's in on it. Emails show him wiring hush money, coaching alibis. Keep it discreet, son. We own this town. Marcus's eyes narrowed to slits. This wasn't just a spoiled kid. It was a dynasty of predators. Copy it all. We're building a case they can't bury. But Ghost hesitated. One more thing. Tyler's planning another party tonight. Coordinates from his calendar. Invite only, off campus. The hook sank deeper. Opportunity mixed with risk. The Vipers wouldn't wait for the system to fail Sarah again. 2 nights passed in a blur of planning. Sarah was discharged under heavy guard. 2 prospects shadowing her every move, but the online storm raged. Hashtags trended. Hashtag Sarah's shame, trolls piling on. Marcus kept her close, reading bedtime stories from her childhood books to chase away the nightmares. At 1 a.m. on Friday, Tyler Harlan swaggered out of the Delta Kappa house, buzzed from cheap beer and entitlement. His sleek Audi purred to life, or tried to. The engine sputtered dead, lights flickering erratically. What the? Tyler muttered, popping the hood. Need a jump? A gravelly voice echoed from the shadows of the oak-lined quad. Tyler spun, heart pounding, to face a semicircle of iron Vipers. 15 of them, silent as death, engines idling low behind the tree lean. Marcus dismounted, his boots crunching gravel. Evening, Harlan. Tyler's bravado cracked. Do I know you? My dad's the governor. You touch me, you're finished. He fumbled for his phone, but the screen glitched. No bars, no Wi-Fi. Ghost Jammer hummed invisibly nearby. Marcus stepped closer, voice low. Call your cop buddies. Tell him you're cornered by the uncle of the girl you drugged and destroyed. Tyler's face drained of color. I don't know what you're talking about. They moved like smoke, zip-tying his wrists before he could scream. The van, unmarked plates swapped, swallowed him whole, tires screeching into the night. Destination, an derelict mill by the river, where the Vipers handled unfinished business. Inside the cavernous space, rusted beams overhead and a lap of dark water below, Tyler was secured to a metal beam. Floodlights snapped on, illuminating his terror. Money. I'll pay whatever. Dad's loaded, he babbled. Marcus dragged a folding chair over, sitting eye level. You slipped something in my niece's drink. 15 years old. Took what wasn't yours. Shared it like a trophy. Tyler's sobs echoed. Please, it was a mistake. One time. Ghost rolled the highlights. Her laptop screen projected the vault. 52 horrors, faces blurred but pain eternal. Tyler wilted. Okay. I'll confess. Just don't hurt me. They hit record. Tyler spilled it all. The drugs sourced from frat contact. The hidden server, payoffs to victims' families. Dad knew. Handled the cover-ups. Bribed a detective last year to lose evidence on victim number 23. But the twist hit like a gut punch. Among the files, footage of the governor himself, 5 years back, at a private retreat with an underage escort. He mentored me, Tyler whimpered. Taught me how to select them. Marcus's fist clenched, but he stayed ice cool. Your old man's no saint. He's the serpent. The room spun with implications. A scandal that could topple the statehouse. They weren't finished. Big Mike hauled in vats of cold asphalt sealant, the kind used for road repairs, sticky, black, reeking of petroleum. Tyler's eyes bulged. No, you can't. They sheared off his clothes with bolt cutters. Armani shirt, Rolex, signet ring, leaving him exposed and shivering. You like filming degradation? Marcus asked. Our turn. The sealant poured slow, coating him in a glossy sheath from toes to scalp. Tyler howled, thrashing futilely. Then came the down. Shredded pillows from a thrift store raid, white flakes clinging like snow on midnight. He looked absurd, a feathered freak, dignity dissolved. Ghost captured every frame. Tyler, the tar baby, breaking down. Did Sarah beg like this? Did any of them? Marcus pressed. Silence from the mess. Next, the ink. Lena, the club's tattoo artist with steady hands from years inking sleeves, fired up the gun. Hold him. On Tyler's forehead, Hunter in bold Gothic script. On his chest, 43 plus prey. The needle buzzed, drawing blood and screams. "This is mutilation," Tyler shrieked. "Call it branding," Marcus replied. "We're your sins." Dawn crept in as they prepped the exit. But chaos erupted. A side door crashed open. In stormed Kyle, Tyler's roommate, a lanky engineering major with a concealed carry permit. He'd pinged Tyler's AirTag. "What the fuck? Let him go." Kyle drew a Glock, finger twitching. Big Mike lunged, disarming him in a blur of fists. Kyle fought dirty, kneeing a Viper in the groin, but numbers won. Tied beside Tyler, he confessed under duress. "I hosted the servers. Encrypted everything." Tyler shared the feeds live sometimes. Another layer, tech complicity. Sirens wailed faintly. Kyle's phone had auto-dialed an emergency contact, a Harlem-paid sheriff. "Time was up. Run, boys," Marcus ordered. They shoved Tyler and Kyle out a back exit, half-naked, reeking of asphalt and shame, confessions USBs taped to their chests. The governor's panic call came through Tyler's cracked phone. "Son, where are you?" The videos dropped at sunrise, anonymous torrents to every major outlet, Reddit, TikTok. Hashtag Harlan Hunter trended by breakfast. Confessions, victim counts, the governor's dirty secret, all laid bare. Memes exploded. Tyler as the abominable snowman, governor photoshopped with fangs. The governor scrambled, press conference at noon. Fake news. Slander. But the feds pounced. Raids uncovered the server farm, bribes and offshore accounts. Tyler was nabbed at his frat house, still picking feathers, Hunter glaring under the flashbulbs. Kyle flipped for immunity, testifying to the network. The governor's arrest 2 days later, cuffed on live TV, sealed the dynasty's fall. Court day arrived like judgment. Tyler, hat low, entered the federal courtroom. "Remove headgear," the judge barked. Gasps rippled as Hunter blazed. His attorney sputtered. "Your Honor, assault." The judge leaned in. "Proof?" Admitting the branding meant admitting the why. Bail denied, flight risk, public menace. Prison was hell for Tyler. Child predators got no love. The tattoo made him chum. Beatings, isolation requests denied. He carved tally marks into his bunk, counting days to freedom. None in sight. The governor rotted in a white-collar cell, appeals failing as victims testified. 52 stories, woven into a tapestry of corruption. Sentences: Tyler, life without parole. Governor, 50 years. Marcus visited Tyler once, post-sentencing. The ink was lasered off, leaving keloid scars spelling eternal guilt. "You ruined her world," Marcus said flatly. Tyler, hollow-eyed, murmured, "Sarah, healing? Not your worry." Marcus turned away. "You built your cage." The Iron Vipers faded into legend. No prints, no witnesses. Officially, vigilantes unknown. Whispers spread. Hurt of Viper's blood, and justice bites back. The videos lingered online, resurfacing yearly. Tyler sobs, feathered folly, a digital scarlet letter. Sarah rebuilt, therapy, and Viper support mending cracks. She rode pillion with Marcus now, wind in her hair, reclaiming the road. The governor's mansion sold at auction. His legacy, tarred forever. In the end, power crumbles when serpents strike true. Untouchable? Only until the Vipers coil. Real justice isn't coddled in courts. It's etched in shame, served cold, and broadcast wide. That's the Viper way. Strike once, strike deep, and watch the poison spread.